that room listening to stories 5 minutes ago, you probably know what I'm going to say. I'd like to thank the sponsors for the Newstead Short Story Tattoo. Without the sponsors, it just wouldn't run. It's a festival that's comparable to a lot of larger festivals in its uniqueness and its bang for buck, I'd say. But without the sponsors, it just wouldn't be possible. And they are Malden District Community Bank, the Mount Alexander Shire, of course, Trouble magazine. We've got their new issue out this month. The May issue's out. And Sticky Institute, as well as the Red Store, which is part of Newstead's antique precinct of 2 shops. And I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners, the Jarrah people on whose land we're telling stories and acting today, because in lots of ways that mirrors what's been going on for millennia with the Jarrah people. Also, we've moved the bar into here too, so probably between plays or even quietly during, if you're really desperate, you can get up and grab a drink. There's water, juice, there's free fruit over there as well. And there's a donation tin also. So if you've come in and you really like what you see, even if you don't, you're probably putting the onus on you to donate something. Today we have a short play, a monologue, a short play and a monologue. And I thought when I was getting the program together for this year's Newstead Short Story Tattoo, I thought it'd be really interesting to have scripted stories, because it hasn't happened yet. Although a lot of poets and writers we've had act their stories out and act their poems out, we haven't actually had a ridgy-ditch crack at a scripted story, so I thought it'd be really interesting. And we've got some fantastic locals as well as a metro import today. So it's a great reflection of what exists in central Victoria in terms of the quality of art and the breadth of art. So we've had our stories all weekend and we're continuing today. Most of these people come from around this area. So first play we have is Betty Sartor and the Cathouse players are presenting Disturbed. It stars Frank Sartor as Bob and Fiona Agyeman as Daphne. Is that right?
Agyeman.
Agyeman, yeah, sorry. And without further ado, please welcome.
Today. Look, I've got some pretty ribbon. Oh, don't cry. It'll be all right. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. You're just so cute, all of you. Look at you. What have I got? Look. I got some sparkles. Yes, I have. Hello. Hello. Oh, you babies, you're just so cute. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh. Got some money. You can need lots of this, that's for sure. What? Oh, look. Hello. Hello in there. Oh, you're just so cute. Hello. Oh. Hello, babies. Someone's come to join us. Should we see if we can make him smile? Let's see if we can make him smile. Are you all right? I'm sorry, are you all right? You look good.
I'm fine. All right?
Okay, well, good. I love babies. I come here almost every day to look at them. I work right across the street at that little diner. By the time lunch break rolls around, I'm just so tired of all that food. I don't want to even think about eating, so I come in here and I look at them. Hello in there.
Are you always this cheerful? I mean, you just keep babbling at them.
Well, look cute. Don't you think they're cute? Gum?
No, thanks.
This juicy fruit. I think I've got some spearmint in here. They're not sugarless. My mom wouldn't approve.
No, really?
It's all right, really. I've got plenty. I've got kind of a sweet tooth. A whole mouthful, actually. You know, my mom used to say that all you had to do to chase away the blues was look at a sunset or a flower, the beauty of God's creation. Then she'd down another fifth of vodka and pass out on the couch. It's a valid concept when you think about it. The sunset, not the vodka, all over.
My wife died today! In childbirth. She and the baby both!
Oh my God, I mean, I'm sorry. What?
I'm sorry, but you just kept on yammering.
You were joking?
I'm not even married.
That was horrible.
What?
How could you?
Oh, come on. It was a joke. Come on, look, it was a joke. I'm Bob, by the way.
I really have to go now, Bob.
Come on. Come on, it was a joke. Really.
Look, I really have to go.
Oh, come on, look. I was making conversation.
That was not conversation. That was sick.
Oh, please. You are boring yourself with all that crap about the babies and the beauty of God's creation. I mean, the way you went for that candy. Look, I just thought I should liven things up a bit before your clothes start to get tight.
It's fine. Thank you for your concern, but I really need to leave.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right? I'm sorry. I may have been slightly inappropriate in my choice of an icebreaker. But hey, look, at least it got us talking, right? Like, come on, sit down, we'll talk. I mean, lunch break can't be over yet. You only just got here. Or look, you just stay over there and look at the babies, and I'll sit over here, okay? God, aren't they cute? You know you want to. My sense of humor takes a bit of getting used to. Ever since I was a kid, used to drive my teachers crazy.
Well,
Please? Great. Now look, I'll just sit way over here. No sudden moves.
well, I'm glad I could help you out of your mood.
Mood?
Well, when you came in here, you seemed
Oh,
so...
that. I can be sort of bipolar at times. It's nothing really. I just sort of get distracted. I think too much. You know you can loosen your grip on that purse if you want.
My what?
Your purse?
Oh, I'm sorry.
The way you're clutching at it. If you're not careful, you're going to end up with a great big squishy lump of chocolate and juicy fruit. Relax. You're perfectly safe. I'm weird, but I'm not violent.
Well,
See, there you go.
so,
So,
where are you from, Bob?
here.
Oh,
Well, when I say here, I don't mean this hospital. I mean this area, this neighborhood, you know?
right.
I've been in that diner, the one you work at. I think I've seen you in there sometimes.
Really?
Oh, you probably don't remember me.
Well, I see
No,
lots
of
of
course
people.
not. People in and out all day. Hey, it's a busy place, right? And you're cheerful there, too. I've noticed. I mean, well, you have to be, right? If you're grumpy, well, you might not get tips or you might get fired. But with you, it's different. It's like, well, it's like you enjoy it or something. And it's nice, you know? You can get on your nerves after a while, but it's nice. Look, I remember I was in there this one time and this guy came in. Oh, real asshole. He was wearing this fluorescent plaid sports coat. Do you remember?
Well,
He came in and he tried to... He was,
I think you've been drinking.
now, I would have emptied the coffee pot in his lap.
No,
Or smacked him with a ketchup bottle.
he didn't mean anything.
There, you see, that's what I mean. Always cheerful. Always up. Like with the babies just now. Years from now, you know, they'll all be in therapy. Yeah, recurring dreams of a huge woman rattling Tic Tacs in their faces. But it's nice, you know? Look, no, that didn't come out the way I meant. What I mean is, well, I couldn't do that, you know, be like you. Be cheerful all the time.
Why not?
So where you from, Daphne?
You know my name?
It's,
Oh, sorry, I was just...
where you from?
Nebraska,
Oh.
a small town.
Ah, well, that explains it.
What?
That explains everything.
What?
Nebraska, huh? Wow. I bet they're all like you in Nebraska. Happy, smiling, riding horses, milking cows.
I have never been on a horse in my life.
Uh-huh.
And I have never milked a cow.
Hey, I believe you.
You've never been to Nebraska, have you?
No, but I've read about it.
You've read about it?
Yep.
Where?
Stephen King, Children of the Corn.
Oh, God.
And the Stand, the old black lady that talked to God. She was from Nebraska.
You know nothing about Nebraska.
Well, maybe.
Besides, if you went by those books, you'd expect everyone in Nebraska to be like you.
Like me?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know like you.
What do you mean like me?
Like you, I don't know.
Well, what am I like?
It's nothing.
I mean, tell me.
It's nothing.
I
It's just,
know.
It's
Tell
just,
me what
you're
I'm like.
dark, you know, somber, spooky.
Spooky?
I mean,
Spooky?
I'm sorry.
And somber?
It's,
What's somber?
It's nothing. Look, I don't even know you.
What kind of a word is somber?
Look, I'm sorry if I insulted you.
Oh, yeah, calling a guy somber and spooky. Huh.
But what are you doing here anyway? Why are you bothering me?
Bothering you?
You know what I mean.
I didn't know I was bothering you.
I was having a perfectly good time and then you walk in here.
I'm visiting someone.
Oh, right. Your dead wife and child. I'm just so sorry.
I'm visiting my father.
Your father.
Yeah, he's not doing too well. I thought maybe if I came down here, maybe the babies might cheer me up or something. Look, I'm sorry about what I said before about my wife and kid. It's just that I knew that sooner or later you were going to ask why I was here, and I didn't want to talk about it, okay?
What's he got?
He shot himself. I found him this morning.
I'm sorry. You probably want to be alone.
He left a note. Do you want to know what it said?
No, unless it would help to talk about it.
It said, Bobby, you're the man of the family now. Take care of Mother. And always remember that people from Nebraska will believe anything you tell them.
No! You!
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
You are...
Oh, come on, if you could see the look on your face.
But how could you say something like that? About your father?
What? Oh, come on. You never told a joke about your father. Now, come on.
A joke? A joke? You want to hear about my father or I told you about my father? One night, when I was about 12 years old, my father decided to decorate the house for Christmas. He'd never done it before, but this year he'd gotten a raise and I guess he just wanted to show off to the rest of the neighborhood. So about a week before Christmas he went out and he bought all the lights and decorations he could find. It had pretty much been picked over by then. There wasn't much left, but he still got a lot. One store owner was just so glad to get rid of everything so close to Christmas. He threw in a Santa costume and an old mannequin that had been cluttering up his storeroom, and Dad brought them home and built this whole display around them. You know, we didn't have a brick chimney like you see in the books or in the movies, so instead of that, Dad put Santa on the roof of the porch, peering into the window of my parents' bedroom. Around the windows, he put red lights, green lights around the edge of the roof, and combinations of the two crisscrossing up and down, and in the bushes and in the trees. It was so beautiful. I remember it was kind of cold that year, and he did all this with his big boots and gloves and this huge coat that he bought with money from the raise. And I couldn't imagine how with all those heavy clothes on he could climb up the ladder and hang all the lights. But he did. And in between each string of lights, he'd come down off the ladder, pick me up, put me on his shoulders, and spin me around for a better look. It took about a week then to finish it, to get it just as he wanted. But when he did, the whole town came to see. Cars driving around the block over and over just to look at our house. I was so happy. I was sure this was going to be the best Christmas in the history of Christmases. Living in this cocoon of light and color, the whole world lining up outside to admire it. On Christmas Eve, Dad went downtown to this bar he liked to hang out in. He liked to spend Christmas Eve with his buddies because I guess when all the aunts and uncles came at Christmas, being hungover gave him an excuse not to be a good host. So anyway, by the time he got home, it was way past midnight. Mom and I were in bed for the night, and Mom had turned out the lights for the night because the lights shone in the window, and so the only light was the street light at the end of the block. And I guess in the darkness, after drinking all night, Dad forgot about the mannequin, mistook it for a burglar or something because I woke up to him shouting out on the lawn, gunshots, breaking glass. I ran to Mom and Dad's room because I didn't know what was happening. And it was kind of cold, like someone had left the window open. And I looked, and there was my mom, just lying on the floor, in amongst all the blood and glass. She must have been standing at the window, and I couldn't move. I couldn't say anything. I was still half asleep. It was like a dream. And I heard footsteps running up the stairs, and I was frightened. I thought that whoever had been shouting out on the lawn was coming to get me now, and I couldn't hide. There was no place to hide. And the only thing I could think of to do was to lay on the floor next to my mom and play dead. I thought that whoever it was wouldn't hurt me if they thought I was already dead. So by the time my dad got to the bedroom, he saw me and my mom and all that blood. He said something, but it didn't register because I was just so scared and concentrating so hard on not moving. And then I heard him stumble out of the room shouting, "No, no," over and over, "No, no." And I recognized his voice. I realized it was Dad, but before I could say anything, there was another gunshot. And then he wasn't crying anymore. I guess he didn't have time to leave a funny note like your Dad.
Jesus, Daphne, I'm sorry.
Look, if you don't mind, I'd rather be left alone with the babies.
No, of course. I'll just... Oh, God.
Try and ruin my day. That'll teach him. That'll teach him. Won't